Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Fearless Brand Leaders. Today we're with Mel Clements, VP Branded Entertainment, Fox Digital Studio. Mel, what's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Thanks for sitting down with me.
No problem.
How you been?
I'm good. Thanks for having me in Banff.
Yeah, it's been cool, right? Why don't you tell me a little bit about Fox Digital Studio and your role over there and what you've been doing?
Sure. Fox Digital Studio is a part of 20th Century Fox Film. People ask, how does it all relate? Under 20th Century Fox Film, there are about 6 different film studios. There's what we affectionately call Big Fox, so you've known movies they produce like Avatar, X-Men, Die Hard. There's Searchlight, that does independent fare, things like Wes Anderson films, Grand Budapest Hotel, 12 Years a Slave, one of the last Oscar winner. There's Blue Sky that does animation, like Ice Age and Rio. There's Fox 2000. Literary adaptations like The Fault in Our Stars, there's Fox International, and then there's finally Fox Digital Studio. And our role is really to be the hub for non-traditional development of high-quality content. That really means that we're looking to create the next great franchise, but using really innovative digital channels in order to pursue that. We work with up-and-coming directors, producers, talent, writers, and then we take those guys, we put them through our digital channels like Netflix, Hulu, Crackle, Amazon, etc. And then we create, feature-length films, episodic TV shows, and also branded content in many forms and fashions that we distribute across the web.
Cool.
So it's a fun way of go out and create the next new hot thing for the studio.
All right. And so from a marketing perspective, what's something, really bold that you've done recently and how did it pay off?
I think a lot of the things that I'm doing since I've been at the studio, we're still kind of under wraps, but the better things that get me excited are how do you work with brands and content producers to create new stories and new storytelling that really transcends kind of cost and also transcends entertainment value. No matter where I am or how it's delivered, that's still valuable entertainment. And that's really something that pushes my boundaries and pushes our team to be better.
And, to that point, there's tons of digital content right now.
Yes.
Most of it's really good. Where does Fox Digital Studio fit in that space? And I think more importantly, really, what do you guys stand for? What's your purpose in that space?
Yeah, so there's a lot of great digital content out there and a lot of producers, and I think the difference for us is that one big noticeable difference is that we only do scripted content. Scripted content is evergreen. We believe in telling stories. We believe in helping those stories transcend cultures, languages, etc. It's really hard to do that when you're doing kind of reality TV. So we make sure that we do scripted content. That's one. And then 2, we're really focused on doing things, whether it's micro budgets or smaller budgets, anywhere between $250 to $2 million, and really cultivating that talent.
The media industry is basically, well, and especially your traditionally, the movie industry is about telling a story and projecting it back to the audience. What are some things that you guys are doing right now to flip that lens around and create a platform where your audience can co-create with you?
Oh, it's absolutely something that we look into. We have a lot of our traditional IP that we've been experimenting with. What's to say that we can't go take one of our properties, Danny Boyle's 28 Days Later, and say, hey, you want to make a zombie movie? Why don't we invite creators from all over the planet to shoot a couple of scenes? And who's to say that we can't put that scene in an upcoming sequel if that were going to happen? So we invite creators, and we want to inspire creators to do something new. That's how you find the next big directing or acting talent, is by inviting people to tell stories. And everyone has a camera. Everyone has a phone. If you have an iPhone 5 or 6 and a Steadicam kind of unit, you can film a movie. And there are a lot of stuff that I saw at Sundance done exactly in that same way, so there's no limits. It just starts with an idea, and whoever has an idea, bring it on. That's where the competition is, ideas.
Where do you see the future of this going? Because the media industry is in a transitionary phase. The game's changing. It has changed. It's changing more.
It's absolutely changed.
Do you think this is ever going to settle down, or we're just going to stay in a state of flux? Where do you think it's all going to end up?
I think it's going to be an absolute state of flux, but I think that's part of the fun of it. You have to keep going. You have to keep running, keep chasing. But Fox has been in the movie making business for over 80 years. It's not going away. People are going to want to tell stories, and people are going to want to consume those stories. They relate to us, they evoke emotion. And as long as you can do that, you're going to always have someone making something. Now, the delivery mechanism may change. I may no longer have to go out and wait till 13 weeks in a consecutive row in order to consume my show. The show's pretty much shot. It's pretty much in the can. Netflix showed that people binge watch House of Cards and Orange is the New Black. I watched the last season in 3 days. Yeah. And I just sat there on my couch with a shepherd's pie and a beer, and I binge watched the whole thing in like 3 days. Yeah. And, it was fun. It was great. Yeah. So why do I have to wait 13 weeks or 10 weeks for that show to materialize? It's the delivery mechanisms that are going to change. It's not going to be storytelling. Storytelling's been around since cave paintings and before, and oral history, and people are going to keep doing that. Yeah. So you just have to keep up with the times, and maybe I want to watch it more on my phone. Maybe I want to have a kind of interactive gaming component that's tied onto it, so I can be more immersed in the story.
Cool, man. Well, hey, enjoy the rest of the conference.
No problem.
Thanks for spending time with me. And please tune in next week for another episode of Fearless Brand Leaders. And until then, stay fearless.